The jungle of overgrown weeds and hidden creeks crisscrossing our way, we finally found the old spring that had been used by Grandma and Grandpa Ammons and all their children. The shady bank of the mountain glistened with the birthing of icy spring water. Near the base of the bank, there was still a piece of pipe protruding from underneath a large rock, with a full inch of water pouring forth. We smiled at each other, leaned over, and caught the freshness in our hands to have a drink of memories. Caught then in the spirit of the past, we set out across the flat crest of the mountain toward the rise where the old house had been. Weeds had claimed the trail. We trudged on, slipping in our soggy shoes as beggar lice matted our jeans. Halfway there, we saw the rock chimney, strong and proud, standing on nothing. At its knees lay the ruins of what had been the welcoming sight in the eyes of 3 young children coming to see their grandparents long ago. The rubble of wood was ribboned with black diamond flake tar paper and a rusted tin roof. Even in its surrender, the roof still looked as if it were a royal robe on the back of nobility. "Wow," sang Doreyl to me. "Do you feel it?" I nodded. Then, stepping gingerly, the 2 of us made our way onto the top of the weathered wood of Grandma and Grandpa's house and sat down. In the quiet, the wind shook black walnuts from the old trees above the chimney. Walnuts danced here and there in the high sage grass. A hawk dipped and soared in the blue distance. I glanced down. There, between the slants and the rubble, I saw the edge of what used to be the rough-cut kitchen table. A wave of nostalgia clouded my eyes. And suddenly there I was, sitting around that table at supper time, watching Grandma pull her big brown biscuits from the wood stove in the corner. I could smell the warm bread. "Here, honey, bring the platter over whilst I get the bacon drippings to pour over top," Grandma said. I was only tall enough to reach her apron strings. Presenting the platter, I could see the gravy bubbling on the eye of the stove and hear the sizzling of frying chicken. Carrying the platter to the table, I felt all eyes turn to this joy of the evening. Grandma's biscuits. Standing there, I could see Grandpa, Daddy, Mother, Uncle Neely, Uncle Ray and Aunt Lily, Uncle James, Aunt Corey and Kenneth, and Grandma was standing behind them. There was David and Doreyl, Michael and Linda, all cramped on the other side. All of them sitting around the table. They were all laughing, their eyes shining with the moment. On the table were quart jars of canned peaches with large spoons stuck down inside them, bowls of green beans and potatoes, fresh churned butter, green onions, a blackened coffee pot full, and wooden racks of dark combed honey. I set the platter of biscuits down on the table and stepped back into the present. The warmth of the sun on my back. I leaned over and touched a piece of that table of old and felt Doreyel's hand on my shoulder. "Here," she said, "let's eat." She handed me a sandwich. "Let's eat while we sit here. We're in good company." Those were the best of times, sitting round the table at supper time. Remember? Take time, go back, and climb your mountain.